Hello everyone, welcome back to Humble Acres. I think I have a problem. I bought another one. Let's get this off the trailer and then I'll talk to you more about it. Freewheel it. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Speed. At least it's off the trailer. I also got a spare front axle with it. Why? I don't know. You guys know I have a problem, but look, another axle. So, bam, another axle. Yay. Weekend happens to just be Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. Gotta turn it off. Now that you know how to do this, don't come stealing it. This thing is worth a lot, so don't want that stolen. What's that? It is a beautiful day today, though, that's for sure. I don't have a whole lot of time today because we have an Easter egg hunt to go to. So I'm just trying to get this off the trailer and in the garage real quick. There's a chance I spent too much money on this. But if you recall, I'll put a picture here. This is exactly the same as this one that I had. My very first one was a 67 that was spring green. And this is a 67 that was originally spring green. And I couldn't resist and I bought it for $6,800. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. It's the most I've ever spent on a single FJ, but it is all original. I mean, original drivetrain, original parts. Don't look at the front bumper. It has the original large window, single barrel carb on it, original engine, original oil bath air cleaner. It has both the horns. One's not there, but it's inside. New battery, so that's always good. You see down there, it's got the VIN plate with the little circle tag that says T-67 on it. You can see that fender is spring green. You can see the underside of the hood is spring green. You can also see the interior, which is actually in pretty decent shape. It's got the original toolbox. It actually has both of the latches that are in good shape. It's got the horn button, which is worth $100 by itself. It's got all the original vacuum four-wheel drive stuff. It's missing, I don't know, the throttle cable is here. I'm not sure what this one is. This might be choke. Yeah, that's the choke. So it's missing that, but we can probably find one of those, maybe. Original heater. It does have this door right here. It's got all of this stuff original, and you can see under the dash and under here, just for instance, there's some spring green right there. Like, this was originally a spring green one, and that's what I want, and I absolutely love this year. The top has some rust. In the back, you can see it's rusted, so we're probably gonna have to swap this top for one of the other ones that I have. The rear doors are bad. The side doors are also bad. This one, yeah, you can see it's pretty rusty on the bottom here. But luckily I have a bunch of different doors, so I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, this one is even worse because it's like completely coming apart on the bottom. It doesn't even really want to open. That bottom hinge is kind of stiff. And yeah, it's just completely coming apart here. We do have some rust in here, but they make patch panels for all that, so not the end of the world. We got a gas tank. We have a bunch of extra parts because they were just here. We do have one of the rear jump seats. For some reason, one of them is missing, but I actually probably have another one of these, so we should be fine there. There's some more parts back there. All of the brakes on this are brand new, so that's a good thing. What else? It's not running either, so it's a lot of money for one that's not running. But I understand I probably paid too much for it, but it's exactly the one I wanted, and I'm able to fix anything. So the sad part about this one is, promised my wife I would not do anything to it until all of the other ones are gone. So I can't spend money on it, but I'm gonna try to get it running and stuff at least so we can move it around, because it's kind of a pain not being able to drive it around. But for now, we can't buy anything for this, so it might be a while before we get to it, but I have it, and that's the main thing. Nobody can take it from me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get it running though. All right, first of all, let's take this air cleaner off here so we can get to the carburetor. The guy did say he tried to get this started and it would sputter, but it wouldn't actually run, so let's see what we can do. This is the oil bath air cleaner, which I will be keeping on here. Alright, now we get to the carb here. Definitely seems a little dirty there. Maybe if we open the choke, that would help. We definitely have some gas in there, so it could be timing, could be coil. Let's just turn it over and see what happens. I'm just curious, honestly. I haven't even tried to turn it over yet. A little bit of a dummy. I took the battery out to charge it. Let's do that first. Put that back in. Alright, I have a battery now. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's definitely firing. I'm going to, I can't really do this and the throttle from here. I'm gonna have to just get inside and do stuff. So that's pretty much exactly what he said was happening. It would just fire and then not idle, not run, nothing. It's almost like when you let go of the key, it stops running. Yeah, I think there's something up with the ignition where when you let go of the key, it turns it back off. I've never actually had to deal with that, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. There is this that's not hooked up to anything. I'm not sure what this is for actually. Let's hook this up and see. There's just a wire coming through here too. That going to the starter. This goes to here. There's ignition wiring that's all messed up, so I'm sure something there is what's doing it. If I just keep the starter turned on, it stays running. So that's definitely the issue, and we just need to figure out what's going on there. So I don't think this is actually doing anything, at least for this at the moment. I mean, I started the other one without having to deal with this, so yeah, the wiring on these is pretty simple. So this just needs power. There's so many wires not hooked up. I wonder why it's not running. Oh my goodness. This regulator doesn't look like it's great either. And yeah, there's just a bunch of additional wires in here. So that's always good. Maybe we can bypass the switch. If we take a positive to there, that's where that's already going. We have negative. We just need a positive from there. Here.
Hello.
That will charge the coil. Hi, buddy. And then we just need a starter signal, which is that one. So maybe if we just put this on here, it'll work. Let's see. That's all it was. One wire was the big problem. We have oil pressure, so that's good. That's all I was really worried about. I can't turn it off. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that was the problem. Apparently, this wire wasn't getting 12 volt, or the coil wasn't getting 12 volt after you turn the key back to just the run position. So it had it when you were in the start position, but when you flipped it back, it just wouldn't go. So it runs. It had oil pressure, so that's good. I honestly think the oil is really thin in this because it was also at like, I forget, it was like 30 psi. I don't know what it's actually supposed to be at, but that seems a little low to me. And the oil also smelled like gasoline because I think he was just flooding it when he was trying to get it to run. So somebody really messed up this seal on the glass viewing, like the sight there, because you can't actually see any fuel in there. But you see like gobs of like some type of sealant in there, so I'm gonna have to take that apart. Unfortunately, the big problem with this carburetor is you cannot get rebuild kits for it. I was looking last night quite a bit and I could not find a single rebuild kit. They're all discontinued. So that is going to be an issue because I want to keep that. I really think it's a cool carburetor, but yeah, it is going to be tricky to keep it going, especially when they're not making them anymore, but maybe we can make it ourselves. I don't know. So I want to replace the oil, replace the filter and stuff. We need to get oil in the air intake, and we need to clean this up as well. And then we need to get a new seal for around here because the seal on here pretty much doesn't exist. Yeah, there's no seal there at all. So we need to get another one of those. But yeah. And you can see here on paved roads, replace every 3,000 miles the oil in here. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like a mark where you're supposed to fill it up to. Oh yeah, right here, oil level. It's supposed to be right to the top of this little piece in here. It actually says oil level right there. So yeah, as you can see, there's nothing in there, so that's not good. Yeah, I don't think the horn works. No. Definitely nothing happening there, which doesn't surprise me at all because I've never had the original horns working before, so. And the other one wasn't on there, but it's full of water, so yep. Great. But it runs. Maybe we should just try to drive it a little. Take it for a little spin. Might be kind of interesting. Make sure the transmission shifts. It is a 3-speed on the column, which I wanted. So might be cool just to get to drive around a little bit. So let's try to do that. I think I'm gonna have to pump up this tire over here a little. Yeah, a little low. This one has a big gash out of it, so this is not a good tire. And I've also never seen these lockers before. So if anyone's seen those, let me know. Cutlass looks like is what the brand is, but yeah, I've never seen those before. Very interesting. Well, as you can tell, she needs some work. She's smoking pretty good, so that's a good sign. The transfer case doesn't like to be in high, it really likes to be in low, which that might be a problem with the vacuum stuff, but yeah, it does not like high. I was able to make it move, but then it started grinding and popped out, so probably not the best. It did have oil pressure, so that was a good sign. It did die on me, but I think that was more just the wire coming loose off the battery. But I mean, we have the chassis, we have we have everything we need. It just is gonna need some work. This is way more money than I should have spent because it needs the most work out of all the ones I have probably, but it's the one I wanted, so I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. I got it running, I drove it. Wasn't great, but it was something. This weekend is Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. And I suppose we will see you in the next video. The next video is going to be of putting this front axle back together. As you can see, it's all done here and actually sitting on its wheels. But that'll be the next video next week. And then we will be working on John Deere and working outside. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.